Hello! Today I'm going to show you one of the Llewellyn Sabbat essentials for Midsummer. I noticed that I completely forgot to do the one for Beltane, and I'm sorry about that. But I'll do this one ahead of time, and we'll go through the book, and if you see anything you like, drop me a comment or a message and I will get back with you. And I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. You guys are amazing. And let's get into this book together. This particular Llewellyn Sabbat Essentials, Midsummer, Rituals, Recipes, and Lore for Litha, was written by the amazing and wonderful Deborah Blake. This is a first edition, third printing from 2016. And here's some contents. At the beginning of each of these little Sabbat Essentials books, it tells you basically what this is about, what it is for, and it provides instruction and inspiration for honoring each of the modern witches' Sabbats. And it's got spells, rituals, meditations, history, lore, the whole 9 yards. It also gives you a Wheel of the Year for the Northern Hemisphere inside each book. Plus, it gives you the Wheel of the Year for the Southern Hemisphere. And I really do appreciate that, as I have some friends on Facebook and Instagram that would really appreciate Southern Hemisphere witches' date books from Llewellyn. Because if they want to use the witches' date book from Llewellyn, it's really not going to work for them because, they're in the Southern Hemisphere. But I like that they include Southern Hemisphere with, I am in the Northern Hemisphere, and I appreciate that they include the Southern as well. Then we get to the section, Old Ways. I know, I want to color it. But this is my favorite section in these little books. I have read them. This one I have not read, but I have read some of them. And let's see, what did I read? I read Samhain, I've read Mabon, and I've read, or Mabon, however you want to pronounce it. I say the autumn equinox myself. And I've read Yule. And I have all the others, I just haven't got around to reading them yet. But I like the Old Ways section. It's always the most interesting to me for some reason. As she begins, she explains basically about Litha. And, Midsummer, as she calls it, and the sun, and, just basically a nice, beautiful, sunny summer solstice day. And what they would have done back in the day, the food preparations, magic, and healing. Midsummer is one of the great fire festivals. The calendar and the astrological cycle. And it describes about early pagans living on the land, and it depended on the land to live, and most ancient holidays center around the growth and harvest cycle. And I can appreciate this as I was raised on a farm. So I understand that when you are dependent upon the land for your money, for your sustenance, for your income, for everything, I can appreciate that and understand that. The summer solstice was an especially joyful holiday because in most places it marked the end of the planting season and the beginning of the earliest harvest. Back in those days, they didn't have anything else to celebrate, if you think about it, really. So why not celebrate, work coming to an end? That would be a fabulous thing to celebrate. Yes, it certainly would. I love reading about how early witches, Wiccans, pagans, whatever term you identify with, should be pagans probably, celebrated and enjoyed each Sabbath. She has listed some ancient sites. First one I see is Stonehenge. And NASA listed as one of the 5 oldest observatories in the world. That's amazing. I watched many documentaries about Stonehenge. It's on the bucket list. And I really wish that I could go see Stonehenge. And I will one day. Now here we have general historical overview, mythology, and lore. She has it broken down like ancient Greece, the ancient Romans, ancient Chinese, the Saxons, Norse, and Germanic principles. My lord, people, my word. The Celts and the Druids. That'll be interesting to me. I do resonate quite well with Celts. Having that in my family tree. Other areas of Europe. Native Americans. Native American, I need to begin to study it more because I have discovered through family members that were I once lost to me and now found that, well, I've said it before, I have a lot of Cherokee Indian blood in me. And I knew I did, I just didn't know which tribe. So, Native American Cherokee tribe. And I'm going to start studying that as soon as possible. And here are some of the goddesses mostly associated with and celebrated at Midsummer. And I'm not even going to try to read all their names. But there's my goddess, the lovely Aphrodite. I love Aphrodite. And Bridget and Kuan Yin. I really do. Selene. And those are the gods. The only one that I could really, maybe Apollo, maybe Ra. Who else? Yeah, maybe Apollo, maybe Ra. And that's about it. She discusses alternative names, traditional symbols for Midsummer, the animals, quite a few, symbols, fairies. That's my favorite part of Letha or Midsummer, are the fairies. I love fairies. I like to work with fairies. Fairies are very intriguing to me. I do enjoy fairies. I have a few fairy decks. I gave away about 7 fairy decks. I have a few left. The ones that are specialist, most special to me. Well, and I gave away to my daughter quite a few of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith and Lucy Cavendish decks, and I'm in the process of repurchasing them because I missed them. But I love fairies so very much. Fairies are awesome. And the herbs. Spinning spirals of sun. And we get to the new ways. Ancient energies in a modern world. Midsummer and the Wheel of the Year. Country, city, or in between. I'll definitely have to read that, seeing as how now we live in an apartment complex. Well, we have for a number of years now, but it's quite different. Different paths, different approaches. Let's pan back and let y'all just see as I flip. I was going to do a flip through today of maybe magazines that have absolutely nothing to do with anything witchy. If anyone's interested in that, please let me know because I will do that. This is how to celebrate, some basic suggestions. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. And I lost my place. There we go. Water. Vigils, hand fastings. Dance and sing. Celebrate growth and abundance. Divination. Spells and divination. The part we've been looking for. Sorry about that. A set of elemental spells. Earth, air, fire, and water. Healing, water, magic. Water spell. If you're interested in that, let me know. It's long. There's quite a few spells in here. Oh, candle magic spell. I'm all over that. Y'all know me and my candle magic. Love it, love it, love it. Very adept at it. Yes, I am. I love Midsummer. Out of all the Sabbats, I must say, my favorites are Yule. I can't go in order, so I'll just go around the wheel. Actually, I love them all. The only ones that I don't really get into that much are Lunazda. I don't really get into that one. The Beltane, Ostara, and maybe, yeah, really that one. So, you know, I think I need to, wait, no, really I don't. I need to look up and read that book because I have that one as well. It's going to be a long video. More Midsummer spells. Crystal spell for courage, protection, and strength. Modern divination, folk divination. With a spread, I love it. Dream divination. Herbal spells and charms. She shows you gifts for the birds, how to decorate for the solstice. Crafts. There's recipes. Here's the recipes. Rosemary shortbread cookies. Chocolate tomato cake. Can't because I am quite allergic to tomatoes. Leg of lamb and herb rub. That's nice. I like the recipes in here. Summer solstice salad sounded really good. Now we're to the prayers and invocations for Midsummer. We have meditation on the earth and sun, meditation on love, affirmations, the God and Goddess incarnate. There we go. Oh, invocation, maybe. I couldn't see. Let me adjust. I need my glasses tightened. Invocation to Aphrodite and Apollo. Aphrodite, blessed goddess of love, I invoke you and ask that you send me love in all its positive, life-affirming forms. Let this day be filled with love. I love that. Apollo, mighty god of the sun, I invoke you as your chariot rolls across the sky, bringing its life-giving rays. Let this day be filled with light and healing. An invocation to Gaia. Invocation to the thunder gods. I'm assuming Thor, because that's, you know, one of the most famous. Invocation to welcome. I mean, we have a little something for everything in here. Next, we have correspondences for Midsummer. That's a beautiful picture. Here we have spiritual focus and keywords. And I'm just going to pan back. You can pause, screenshot, whatever. And if you see something else you need to know about, you're more than welcome to ask. Here we have deities and heroes. I'll just slowly go down. The mighty Aphrodite. Okay. Bridget. My mentor, Inanna, was her goddess. Rhiannon used to be a goddess of mine. And I don't get into my gods. And here's more of the gods. Very good. Colors. Herbs. She has trees, flowers, crystals and stones, metals, animal totems and mythological creatures, scents for oils, tarot keys, symbols and tools, foods, drinks, activities. I mean, everything that you could possibly want to celebrate Litha is actually included in this book. Then we have the further reading section, which I always appreciate when they do that. And then the bibliography. And the rest of the little Sabbath essentials. And here's more books by Deborah Blake. And I'm going to go ahead and pimp those out. Everyday Witch, A to Z, have it. Everyday Witch, A to Z spell book, have it. Everyday Witch, Book of Rituals. I've done a video on that one. The Goddesses and the Details, I have that as well, but not in hardback. See, the only ones I have in hardback are a few. Most of them are Kindle. The Witch's Broom, I actually have that on Kindle. A Witch's Dozen, I also have that. Witchcraft on a Shoestring, I won that in a giveaway on her blog. Witchcraft on a Shoestring. She also has Circle, Covenant, Grove. I have it in Kindle version and in hardback. You can't get it in hardback anymore. I mean, paperback anymore. But I love Deborah Blake, and I love her writing. And first of all, the color that they chose for the book for Litha was, of course, perfect. It is absolutely beautiful. And I think this is going to be a really good read while I'm on my road to recovery. The road to recovery has become quite long and tedious, but that is quite okay. I won't lose faith and I won't lose hope. Everything will be fine. I think that I am going to do another video about showing you one of my newest little journals that I have got. I love small things, and I bought a small journal, and I want to share that with y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big old thumbs up. That would really make my day. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and be blessed, and enjoy Midsummer that is coming up soon. And I will try to remember to include all the books for the rest of the Sabbats. Stay blessed, guys.